Hi, this is Joe Sack, and I am a program manager at Microsoft in the query processing team for SQL Server and Azure SQL Database. And for this video, I'm going to demonstrate batch mode on rowstore, which was introduced in SQL Server 2019 public preview, and it's also coming soon to Azure SQL Database. And to demonstrate this functionality, I'm going to set the compatibility level for an enlarged version of Wide World Importers DW to compatibility level 150. And this is the compatibility level that's under public preview that allows a bunch of different QP features that you can read about right here on aka.msiqp. It enables those features by default without you having to do anything. And I have a query that runs against a fact table called fact order history extended. And I'm going to show you the actual before state of this query. So this is without running with batch mode on rowstore. And notice I actually have this hint to disable it, so disallow batch mode. Now, if you have a case where you do not have column store indexes in your database or for particular tables that you run analytic queries against, and you are CPU bound. So if the bottleneck is IO, we still recommend you use column store indexes. But let's say you're CPU bound and you're not allowed to create column store indexes either because it impacts your transactional workload or it's just not feasible because of the support of your application. Then batch mode on rowstore might be a feature that can help with your workload. So if we look at the results set, it took about 12 seconds for this query to run. And if we look at the execution plan, you're going to see we had a table scan. There isn't a column store in the mix. If I hover over the table scan, you're going to see that we ran in actual row mode. So you see estimated execution mode row and actual execution mode row. And then consecutive operators as well run in row mode. Now, if I go ahead and run the same query but without the disallow batch mode, what we're doing behind the scenes. Now, this ran in 12 seconds originally. Now I'm going to re-execute it and see if we're going to run with batch mode. So this query will go through a set of heuristics, and if it looks like an analytic query, then it will be eligible for opening up the search space for batch mode. So we can run into a situation where, you know what, it looks like an analytic query. Let's see if the cost of the batch mode versus row mode is going to be beneficial enough to select it. And there's a lot more that goes on behind the scenes. But bottom line is it will run faster in this case because we see here 5 seconds. But if we look here under the execution plan, hover over our table scan, we see we are now running in batch mode. And you're going to see that with downstream operations as well. So if I hover over a hash match, again, batch mode, take a look at that a little bit close up, and then compute scaler and so on. Now, we don't enable new batch mode operators, but we do basically say whatever we support today with column store, we can support for B trees or heaps as well without the presence of a column store index, assuming that it passes the different heuristics to say, you know what, this is an analytic type workload, and there are enough characteristics that we think that it would benefit over a row mode alternative. So that was just a quick demonstration. And just as a reminder, go to aka.msiqp if you want more background on batch mode on rowstore or other intelligent QP features. And then again, feel free to email us at intelligentqp@microsoft.com for questions and feedback. Thank you.